little fortress doesn't impress you much, I suppose. You must be used to real castles. Actually, that's why I'm so pleased you're here. A bit of excitement at last. Tell me more about knights, or better still, about yourself. Where have you been? What have you seen?
All right then. Some time ago, my native region, far from here, was plagued by a gang of bandits. I tracked them, and it wasn't easy, until I found their secret stronghold in an abandoned village. My lord's retinue, me included, went at them. There was a terrible battle. Our enemies were humans, and they fought like demons. A lot of blood was shed. But we were victorious.
You really aren't any run-of-the-mill man-at-arms. At least I have nothing to fear when I'm with you. Tell me more, please.
Once, I was on the trail of this scoundrel, but the sly fox hid in the cloisters of Sasau Monastery. So I had to become a novice to track him down.
Good heavens! So you're actually a monk?
No. I entered the monastery under a false name, but I haven't really looked into how the whole thing works.
Better have fun while you can then, before the abbot drags you back in, so you don't have any regrets. Thank you for telling me your stories. It's nothing like my life. I just patch up the lads when they come back cut up and bruised, like last time. But I have other talents too. This really is a lovely spot. If it was up to me, I'd just lie down in the grass and take it easy. But I can't.
Why not?
I have to gather herbs to treat the wounded. When the ointments and concoctions run out, they reach for the liquor. And if his lordship found out I was dawdling, he'd have my guts for garters.
Does Sir Yaramir treat you badly?
Not at all. He's a good master, but strict, I can't lie. Still, now you're here, you can help me with those herbs. Then maybe we'll find a moment.
For dawdling? I can't.
Maybe I'll tell you some stories in return.
Sure. I'll be glad to help. What do you need?
I need marigold, a lot of it ideally. Then poppy and some sage. It all grows in the glade here, but sometimes it takes a while to find.
All right. I'll be right back.
Thank you. I'll wait here.
I got everything.
Wonderful. Thanks a lot. You've really helped me out.
You promised you'd tell me something.
I will, don't worry. But first I want to show you something. Hurry.
Now tell me what's so important that you couldn't tell me back there in the glade.
I wanted to give you a riddle.
A riddle? Why?
You'll know soon enough. Now listen. I bloom in silence, a petal's grace, a delicate charm in a hidden place, a whispered scent, a subtle ploy. What am I, elusive and coy? Solve this riddle, unlock the joy.
The only petal I see here is called Clara.
The right answer. And now for your reward. I hope they didn't hear us in the fortress. People wouldn't half talk. If you're as good as that on the battlefield, may God have mercy on your enemies.
I'm not so considerate on the battlefield, because as a true knight, I must do everything I can for a damsel in distress.
You'll soon be a begging knight if you carry on like that.
What do you mean?
Well, I can grind the seeds and the like, but not every damsel in distress knows the recipe.
Shall we stay a while longer?
No, up you get. I've got enough herbs and the sick are waiting. Pass me my clothes, please.
Sure. I should get dressed too.
Farewell for now, Henry, and thanks for your help. I'd love to give you more of my time, but I have to prepare the herbs as soon as
My word. Aren't half a lot of horses here. And more in the stables. Maybe that Pelzel will tell me where Lord Nebat got them all.
Greetings. What do you want?
Lovely horses you have here.
Aye, right beauties, ain't they?
There must be more of them than men in the fortress. That many horses must have cost a fortune.
That's right. Sir Yaramir had a stroke of luck.
What stroke of luck was that?
Look, this is noble's business. I shouldn't go flapping my lips about it.
So there is something dodgy about it, eh?
Bollocks! It's all above board, especially our horses. Why not do something for your own lord's honour instead of insulting my lord's honour? We sometimes have this little race. You've got a horse, so you can show us your riding skills, eh?
Don't try that on me. My pa was a blacksmith, so I had horseshoes and hooves in my hand before I could walk. And I've met enough horse folk to know you shouldn't trust them further than you can throw them.
What do you mean?
The horses. Where did Lord Nebat get them?
All right, if you insist. Well, lucky for him, but not so lucky for others. We came across a bunch of them bandits who prey on folk here. We tore into them and hacked them to pieces. A couple of our lads didn't make it. God rest their souls. But we kicked their asses, and we took their horses. They had loads of them. Who knows where they got them, but that's by the by now.
Where did you fight with them?
Not far from the stream that feeds into Nabokov Pond. They were just watering their horses when we charged them.
Good for you.
Too right. It wasn't easy.
I see. Take good care of those horses, then.
I will. And you, sir. Maybe I mentioned it before, but if you're at a loose end, the horses need to stretch their legs a bit. You could help us out. Just a little race around the area. It would do the horses good. And you, too. And if you managed to beat our lad, you wouldn't go away empty-handed.
race?
Thy will be done. The race is from here to Nabokov Mill. That's down the path there and to the right after the little bridge. At the mill, there's this granary in front of the dike, and behind that, a willow tree. You go between the granary and the willow, and then back to the fortress. First one back here wins. You'll be taking on Hurtle. He's our best horseman, so you'll have your work cut out. None of us can beat him, but if you manage to, fuck it. I'll give you one of our finest saddles, whatever the cost.
That's fair. Let's do it.
Great. I'll call...
Go! Quick! Go! Go! Quick! Go! Quick! Come on! Ah! Quick! Keep it up! Gah! Quick! Quick! Ah! Ah! Keep it up! Go! Ka! Ka! Go! Keep it up! Quick! Go! Come on! Ka! Quick! Keep it up. Whoa.
Well, you gave it a go, but Hurtle's just too good. Don't take it to heart, but I reckon you could beat him. If you want another try, just say the word. Getting away from his guard duty for a race will make...
I've got this pretty pilgrim.
I don't want to pry, Michael, but Sir Yaramir said he had some luck with horses. That sounds interesting.
Nothing interesting about it. His lordship's affairs are a long story, and a dull one at that.
If there's one thing Lord Capon taught me, it's that noblemen's affairs are never dull.
If you insist, or you're in for a disappointment. There's nothing interesting about it. Sir Yaramir had these relatives, and they died, God rest their souls. And his lordship inherited some land, but they couldn't give it to him or something, so they gave him horses instead, to make up the amount owed. See? Complicated, Ends all, but all above board.
Hold on. Pelzel told me in the stables that you took them from some bandits you killed.
Pelzel don't know shit. It's like I said.
So he just invented the bandits, or what?
No, there's bandits around, all right. We talked about it, didn't we? We came across them. They did for a couple of hours, but we sorted them out in the end.
Where did you come across the bandits?
Between Lower Samine and Rock Tower Pond.
But Pelzel said it was by Nebakov Pond.
Pelzel can't tell his arse from his elbow, let alone one pond from another. And now, if you don't mind, I have to go down and check the work on the fortifications. If I leave the lads unsupervised too long, they always fuck it up. So wait for your lord and God be with you. See you later. I'm sorry.
Greetings. Do you need something?
Don't worry. You're not going to die. It was lovely. But now I have to...
I'm always glad to see polite people like you.
Hey, you're not allowed here. Correct, you nightcrawler.
If you're hungry, I left something outside on the table. It's all yours. No doubt you're used to better fare, but it's all we got. So I hope you won't mind.
Sir, got a moment? I'm going into the woods to collect dead wood, if you know what I mean.
What? What are you on about?
Nothing, sir. Just saying I'm off to collect some kindling. I thought you might give me a hand.
Kajjas, more.
Good doggy. Good boy.
Well, well. Von Burgov's vassals are gathering. And it looks like a serious
Careful!
force. Sir Otto is clearly as good as his word.
Henry, you're supposed to escort and protect me. That means going where I tell you, when I tell you. Got that? You seem to have trouble remembering who your lord is and what your duties are.
Calm down, Sir Hans. I had a damn good reason for it.
Seriously? I can't wait to hear it then.
Something at the fortress stinks to high heaven, believe me. But it took me some time to find out what. I'll tell Lord von Burgov everything. You'll see I did the right thing.
You know what? Tell me first on the way there, and we'll see if I've wronged you or not. Let's go then.
Welcome back, Sir Hans. Henry?
Greetings, sir.
I'm glad you got back safe and sound. Now let's get down to business. Lord Capon, what news do you bring from Sir Jaromir? How many of his men can I count on?
First of all, Sir Jaromir sends his respectful greetings, sir. And he says he will pray for your good health. He was most troubled by the news about the ambush on your company. He promised 2 armored horsemen and 3 infantry bowmen. Nevertheless, while I was negotiating with him, Henry took a look around the fortress and became somewhat suspicious.
Very suspicious, sir.
I'm listening.
There are lots of horses stabled outside Nebakov. Suspiciously many. More almost than at the Samin stud, I'd say.
That's true. I noticed that as well. Sir Jaromir has a regular army of horses there.
And they can't explain where they got the horses from. Everyone had a different story. And when I asked about it, they got all flustered.
Even Nabak himself, actually. He got quite twitchy when I asked about it.
Well, well. Strange indeed. It seems that something fishy really is going on. It is good that you are so observant, gentlemen. Is that all?
That's all, sir.
Good work, youngster. But we haven't been idle either. We caught one of those bastards who ambushed us.
What? How?
A stroke of luck, more than anything. He's under lock and key down in the dungeons.
And? Did you get anything out of him, sir?
It turns out he's a tough nut to crack. My men haven't yet got a word out of him.
What about torture, sir?
That is just it. The men are superstitious. They say unclean work fits only for an executioner, and it seems we don't have one here. So they just beat him a little. But the bastard certainly knows how to hold his tongue.
Damn!
I thought you might also be interested in what he knows. He's most likely from the same band that attacked you. I don't know what you think about such superstitions, Lord Capon. But if you want to try and get something out of him, I will not hold you back. Make him tell you where his gang hides out, and I will be in your debt. And if someone in the region is helping them, I want to know who.
That's an offer that's hard to resist, Sir Otto. I have a whole list of questions for that scoundrel, and superstitions mean nothing to me.
All the instruments you need are right there. Make him regret the day he took up arms against us.
I'm surprised how tender-hearted your men are. Especially after what that band did to you and your captain. But I haven't forgotten. We'll get it out of him. The hard way, if need be.
I'm glad to hear it. You have already surprised me once or twice, so I'm interested to see if you can do it again. And if not, I shall just hang the bastard. As a warning to the others. Nevertheless, while we are dealing with nuisances, did you notice anything suspicious on my estate while I was away? Something that might put us on the trail of those scoundrels, say.
I'm afraid I can't help you there, sir. While you were away, I spent my time, hunting. And after that, I was a guest in your cellars.
That's true. And you, Henry?
There were reprobates at large, but me and Lord Semine took care of it. Their leader was a lesser noble nicknamed Gules. Semine spared his life as a highborn, and in return, Gules agreed to serve him.
Magnanimity towards an enemy is either virtuous or foolish. Time will tell. That Gules and his band. Is there any link with the bandits we are looking for?
Oh, I don't know, sir.
I will not tolerate robbers here. When the militia is mustered, we will drive the vermin out of the region. Now, to more pleasant business. My personal bodyguard, Lord Bartosz, also known as Black Bartosz, came back from Prague with me. An outstanding swordsman, among other things. So if you want to take your mind off things or fancy some training, as my esteemed guest, he will be at your service. You will most likely find him at the sword-fighting arena in the outer fortifications. That is all. Inform me about what you get out of the bandit.
What do you think about it?
Are you talking about the torturing?
What else? Seems to me you were all too willing to do that dirty work.
What was I supposed to do? It was a goodwill gesture. What's more, we finally have a chance to put the screws on someone who at least has some answers. Besides, from what you said, you don't particularly mind dirty work.
You're right. In short, it's our task.
But don't get the wrong idea. I'm also hoping we'll manage it without nasty shit.
I don't even know how to torture properly.
I don't even know how to torture badly. For things like that, nobles have minions.
Only now the minions are...
Us. True. Come on. Let's get it over with as quickly as we can. It's up to us again.
I'm feeling a bit peckish.
New blood? Did the last two get tired?
We're not Trotsky guards.
I don't give a fuck who you are. I still won't tell you anything.
Lord von Bergov thinks otherwise.
Aye? Then all three of you can go and hold hands on your way to hell.
Ha ha! We've got a joker here. Who are you?
Nobody important.
That's for us to judge, if you wouldn't mind.
And who are you, if you're not guards?
We asked first. So answer nicely, or...
Or we'll use force.
Do as you like, yellow bellies. You'll end up just like von Bergov. On the gallows. Like all traitors. Ah! Fuck off!
This is going nowhere. You know, my friend here is a blacksmith's son. And he knows well what to do with things like these tongues here.
You won't get anything out of me. Bigger men have tried. So take those tongues and shove them up your arse, you whoresome traitor!
They won't fit me, but they might fit you. Should we try?
Anything. Just spare me the jokes, please.
Let's do what we came to do. You can see there's no point in fooling around with him. Now you're going to talk, you fucking louse. Understand?
I'm not saying anything. Do as you will.
Where's that band of yours hiding? You're playing the hero here, but we already know where you rats are holed up.
You don't know shit.
You don't have to say it, because I think I know. And I've known for a long time.
How could you?
Your camp is somewhere underground, isn't it? You crawl out of holes and ambush random wayfarers.
Jesus Christ, Henry!
Yeah, he's right. We live in holes, like dung beetles. I'll never tell you where our band is. Never.
Is there a man among you they call Istvan?
He's with your...
Don't you dare say anything about my family. Do you know him or not?
I don't know him, you whoreson.
Then let me jog your memory.
Wait! Wait! No! All right! All right! He's with us!
So he's behind it? I could have guessed as much.
Bollocks! He just joined us. I was against it. Some puffed up cock from Hungary or some other shithole, but his grudge against old Otto convinced a lot of people. And the commander too.
Why were you against him? Talk.
He was just odd. Seemed to me he didn't even want to go into battle. What's the point of a fella like that, right?
Does he have a special sword?
What special sword? Dobradilla.
Henry!
Does he or doesn't he?
I don't know about any fucking sword! Ah! Ah! I don't know anything about any fucking sword! Really!
Henry! That's not what we're here for!
He knows him! He must know about it!
Burn in hell, you filthy bastard!
He's not worth it! Stop!
All right. All right. Someone must be in charge of everything. I want to know who.
Fuck off!
Von Bergov is waiting to see what we tell him. So, if you do the right thing, we can put a word in for you.
I don't want any mercy from von Bergov, or from you two either.
Somebody in the region must be helping you.
I'll tell you no more. Nothing. Go and crawl back to your von Bergov.
But you will.
Go to hell, for Christ's sake!
Ah, you must enjoy having your skin peeled off with pincers, eh? Otherwise, you'd have spoken up. Don't worry. I'll give you that pleasure.
Jesus Christ, isn't that a bit much?
Do what you like to me, you depraved pig!
What can we do with him?
I reckon you leave us no other choice.
We'll see.
No! Ah! Kurva!
The name, say the name!
Older! Sabine!
The groom. That's why he left his own wedding.
Jesus Christ! And what about the others? Once von Berghoff finds out...
All hell will break loose! But the people from the fortress are innocent! They know nothing! If you tell him, their blood will be on your hands!
Von Berghoff isn't a madman. He'll meet justice out fairly.
My arse!
Why did you ambush us? Over by Rock Tower Pond.
Fuck! That was you! I knew I saw you somewhere before, and I'm sorry it wasn't for the last time.
You slaughtered a party of messengers, you goddamn monsters! My innocent men!
In war, no one is innocent. All of you on von Berghoff's side deserve to die.
They were our friends.
You filth!
What? Satisfied now?
Nah, you're not worth the effort. I think the interrogation is over.
We'll see what Lord von Berghoff has to say about it.
Go to hell! And von Berghoff too. I pray someone will send you there. Soon.
How do you feel?
Jesus, Henry! It looked like you were starting to enjoy torturing. I didn't like that much, to tell the truth.
Well, we got a task and we had to carry it out.
I know, but still, I don't understand what got into you.
He told us something, didn't he?
Well, that Istvan joined them. But what he came out with in the end about that Samin being an ally, I just can't understand it. Why, for God's sake, has Samin turned against von Berghoff? It's open rebellion.
Do you think the others in the fortress are in on it too?
I hope they're innocent. But either way, it looks like a terrible mess.
Now, there's nothing to be done. We must tell von Berghoff what's really going on with Samin.
Don't think he'll be very pleased. Either way, we should go and see him as soon as possible and not drag things out. He's surely already waiting for us impatiently.
Do you need something, Henry?
Good day, sir. I bring news from the torture chamber.
Excellent. I will send for Burgrave Hashek. I want him to hear it too.
We interrogated that captive, as you ordered, sir.
And were you able to find out anything useful?
I think you'll find some of it useful, sir.
Speak then.
Your suspicions about Samin were correct. We found out young Samin was in it up to his ears.
Which means precisely what?
That he's in league with the bandits.
And he left his own wedding just to ambush you.
That madman. I will make him pay for that. And what of his father? And the people in the fortress? Have they been covering for him all this time?
I couldn't say, sir. I know nothing about it.
All right. We shall investigate it.
The prisoner confirmed that Istvan Toth is with them.
Ah. That man in black armor, yes? I remember you mentioned him.
Precisely. Black armor. As black as his soul.
I understand you don't like him. That he's only one man. I'm more interested in that pack as a whole.
That's all we found out.
Very well then. In any event, the die has been cast. Hashek, get your men ready. You will go to Semin and deal with that traitor.
He won't escape punishment, sir. Lord Capon, Henry. We'll meet in the late afternoon by the stables in the upper courtyard. We won't wait for laggards, so be there on time.
Should we ride out for Semin?
Wait! We still have to wait for Hashek. We're not going to go there alone. Von Bergov is taking this all a bit too seriously, don't you think?
Are you surprised? He only got out of that ambush alive by a hair's breadth.
Well, so did we. I'm going to go to the stables and wait there for our departure. Come with me if you want.
All right. I'll wait with you.